Alright, so this is my third attempt at doing this. I keep finding errors, but so as I've been explaining for the last 20 minutes, for some reason when I bought my new computer, I didn't move over all the Ratchet and Clank videos for some reason, and I seem to have been missing at least 2 or 3 parts. I think 2. So I'm just gonna make this 20 minutes long. And I hope I catch everything, because I think I do. I recorded a lot of this because I didn't know how much I was missing. I recorded another hour of this of Ratchet and Clank, and I rambled on. Well, I haven't rambled on yet. I'm rambling on now. But for some reason, I didn't move him over, and I feel really stupid from doing that. And now I have to, bandage up the wound and record this all over again. And yes, I had to play the entire game again because I somehow missed these 2 videos, which I wasn't really that bummed out. I didn't die as much as I did previously, and every time I say that, there's a I always walk off that edge. This is the second time I've done this type of recording, this recording attempt, because the last time I realized that I've already recorded a certain part of the video that I had to cut out, because I'm watching it on one screen and recording it on the other, or my voice at least on the other. If that makes any sense. I'm just really not happy that this happened. I was actually really upset. I thought I moved every file over, and I know I've named the files. That's the worst part. I know I named the files, so now in the back of my head I'm like, well, I've done this before. I know this. That video is called Damn Expensive Soda, because you'll see later we'll buy something. I'm not gonna ruin it quite just yet, but it reminded me of soda. And I remember calling it that title, and now I can't find the video with that title on my channel or on my computers, and it makes me want to cry. Just break down in tears and cry a little inside. But this time I went back and recorded a lot. I recorded both sections of this world as Ratchet, even though I've already uploaded part of it. So when I originally played the game, when I uploaded it, you'll notice that I went right, and when I explored as Ratchet, this time I started off going left, and I didn't know if I went right or not when I uploaded it. Or, yeah, I didn't know which path I took for the recording session. So I went left, thinking that I went left, and, yeah, it's not been fun. So I had to record 2 hours of me trying to get this stupid infobot from the last episode, to find out that I've already done this and recorded it. And I don't know what it is, but throughout this attempt that I went back and redo, I haven't given a shit about ammo, and I keep running out so fast because I keep buying a lot when I was originally playing it, but now I have no intention to keep any ammo whatsoever. You'll notice I'm already out of Devastator ammo. I'm very low on bomb, glove, ammo. I'm trying to think of the name. Sorry, it's been a while. Yeah, I had to run through the entire game again. I think the final time so far, when this recording session's done, it was 5 hours long. I had to go back and redo. It was stupid. I have an hour just worth of recording.
This is a premium nano.
Watch the skill.
Dispenser. You can purchase a can.
Boom.
To
Nah, I didn't even get it. Look at that swag. Yeah, this is the expensive ass soda video I was talking about, because I swear to God I've uploaded this video somewhere, or at least I know I named this title to something, to some video from some weird dimension. Yeah, it's not fun. But what this is, it's essentially another life bubble. Life bubble? Yeah, they look like bubbles. Another nanotech. but one more nanotech doesn't make it sound very
This
impressive.
dispenser also carries Ultra Nanotech, the very latest in Gadgetron technology. Ultra Nanotech is 3 times more potent than Premium Nanotech.
So yeah, 30,000 bullets for 3 more health bars, which, if I can do the math, is a complete and utter ripoff. Like, it'll take me, what, 1,200 bullets to get that same kind of, at least in the short run, it's going to be a complete ripoff. Maybe in the long run, 30,000 bullets for 3 health bars is going to be amazing, or I don't know. I was so annoyed when that happened, like, 30,000 fucking bullets? I have bought 5 weapons in this recording session, and I still don't have enough. That is how much bullets mean in this game. Like, there are some very pricey items, like the Rhino, 150,000, the Nanotech, which is 30,000. It's like, where am I supposed to get all this money from? Do you think I just have bolts coming out of my ass? Like, jeez. Do you think I'm made of bolts? Who do you think I am? Clank? Jeez, come on. But yeah, we had to go to this level, Batelia, and rather watch me fail at turret defense, FPS, 360 no scope, swag. Yes, yeah, I have 5 fucking weapons. The Devastator, the bomb glove, the pyro, and the blaster. The only 5, oh, and the suck cannon. That's why I always forget it, because it doesn't buy ammo. Those are the only 5 weapons I have in the entire game, and I still don't have enough for that stupid soda. I'm so annoyed. And yes, I know it's nano, as I've already mentioned. I don't care, it's soda to me. It looks like soda, it's a soda vending machine. I'm going to call it whatever the fuck I want. I'm just pissed off like every fanboy. It's like, you're calling it soda? What are you, stupid? Jesus. It's like, you watch me play Ratchet and Clank on YouTube. Of course I'm stupid, because I can't even finish this puzzle. I feel like this is what developers of the game were like. They're like, let's watch a bunch of people fail our really simple puzzles, because I can solve it, like, right there. I didn't realize the middle one could just do I don't even know. I hate this puzzle. I can never do puzzles right in this game, and it makes me want to cry a little inside. So if you don't know what's going on, if you haven't been watching the walkthrough, or it's been a while, I understand. You're supposed to line up the red light, or the lights with the little dashes. You'll see at the top, it's either red or green. Green means that there's light contact, red means that there needs to be light contact to get the door to open. And this one has extra beams. Beams that will never actually do anything useful except completely waste my time. It makes me want to cry very, very much. And every time I do this puzzle, I always get it by fluke. Like, I have no idea how I get it or why I get it. It just happens, and I don't even, I still don't know how I got that. I'm not even mad. There's a lot of bolts in here. I wish all the boxes respawn, because I remember there being a crap ton. That's another thing I found about. In the PS3 games, I don't want to call it a reboot, but I think it is a reboot. They give you bullets up the wazoo up in that game. Like, it's crazy. Like, I wanted to see if I wanted to get, which one is it? It's Into the Nexus, because it had Quest for Booty, which I think is the first PS3 game. Yeah, it had it coming with it for free, so I wanted to get it, but I wasn't sure if I wanted it, or wanted any of the new PS3 Ratchet and Clank games. And he had like 1,000, like 3,000 bullets at the end of like part 1, and I'm like, I barely have 27,000, and this is like only buying 5 weapons and trying to save up as much as I can to see if I can even have the possibility of buying this Ultra Nanotech. And that's like, what? How many worlds into this game that I can purchase Nanotech? And Yeah, I fucking hate these little robots. Ugh, they're so freaking annoying. This and that stupid ass tank. You will. I fucking hate this tank. Nothing in this world will make me happier than blowing up this tank. I don't know why, but I think, and I always remember earlier in the walkthrough, tanks you could blow up in one bomb from the bomb gloves. Because I remember making a joke of how weak those tanks were. And now they're like, hey lol, you'll have to use like 20 billion bullets and a ledge, apparently. Come on, past me, you got this. You don't need to be falling off ledges. Yeah, but I don't know why they're so freaking hard to kill. I know they're tanks, I got that, but you're filling me with false hope, letting me kill one with a bomb glove and the other with 20 billion Devastator ammo. Which I think is the second most highest damage in the game. I think the mine glove or whatever, the homing tracking missile one does the most damage. Correct me if I'm wrong with that. Actually really interesting to know. And then this is the one I said, fuck it. So I noticed that the barrel gets blown up and doesn't shoot anymore, but it still moves. So I was like, well, it doesn't shoot anything. Why do I have to shoot at it? I just ran past it. I ran past the weird guys who hide in grass and throw bombs at you for X amount of reason. Oh, we come out to one of the small platforming levels, which, if I mentioned how much I hate with the Burning Passion, because I suck so much at them. They take like way too much time for me, because look at that, I'm like barely on the edge. My right foot should have fallen off, and I get in there. And what makes it worse is they have the freaking robots, and I didn't even realize it until I turned my camera slightly to the right. Because I think when you're on the tightrope, as I'm gonna call it, not the ledge, you can't jump, and if you get hit, you don't like fall off, you just sort of sit there and take the hit. And apparently cameras that can't fucking move. I hate that about that. That one corner where you're like trying to like turn the camera left, and it's like, lol, look at this guy, thinks he can move the camera. What a noob. Oh, and then there's this guy, the praying spray, and this is the first time I want to mention that, I don't know if I have, but that thing in the back, this little box I hit next, that's a spawner for the little guys, little robots. And I think there's spawners, like various different kinds of spawners. Well, they look the same, but they spawn different enemies. And I think when I first started playing it, I had no idea that they were actually spawners until much later into the game. I keep firing with a rocket. I'm a complete moron, apparently. I'm just like trigger finger. Yeah. Fucking robots, man. I'm not accepting you as my overlords. Not yet. Maybe later. He's like, I'm sorry, Ratchet. I can't let you do that. You must join us. Yeah, and I keep seeing boxes up there, and I don't really know how. Don't really know how. There you go. That's some probable English, right? Yeah. I don't know how to get up there. Probably for like a gold bolt or a titanium bolt, that they're called in this game. Pretty sure they're called titanium bolts in second two games. But here we go and meet an old friend. There's some English. God, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I can't speak. Well, I can't speak generally, but now it's just getting bad.
Hey, I know you two.
Look, the plumber's back.
Very funny.
But you're a plumber.
Maintenance. What else? I helped fix this planet's useless air defenses.
Well, I think you'd better hurry up.
The turret works fine, you little
Call me a Yahoo. What the f?
It's the locals. They haven't got the skilled manpower
Digging that
to
kind of
use it.
browser.
I'm a pretty good shot.
You? No, I could lose my job.
Oh, come on. What's the sense of keeping up a turret if nobody's gonna use it? Besides, the blog chased you off the last planet. Why don't we pay him back?
Well, all right, go on if you want. Just don't break anything.
I don't know what this guy does for a living, but he's like a jack of all trades. He fixed turrets, he's great at plumbing, he's an electrician, I think. I wonder if you could teach me how to get into this stupid turret, because I can't get this stupid prompt to pop up. So, if you remember me, and if you remember how much I hate turret defense games where they do this to you, first person control of a turret, the reason is because I don't have very good peripherals, I guess. I'm willing to use that as an excuse. Because you can notice on the little mini-map that the little red dots means that there's missiles coming towards you. Or the white dots that turn into red dots means that there's a missile coming to hit you. And they don't tell you, but the thing on the left, the red bar right now, that's your health. It's supposed to be green. See, that's what I don't understand about this game. They sort of, I don't want to say throw you under the bus, but there are parts in this game where you're like, you don't tell me a single thing and expect me to learn, which I do learn. Like right now, I'm shooting at nothing. The middle part of the ship can't be destroyed, and I've already destroyed the whatchamacallit, the gun belt on the front. I have to destroy like the gun belt on the back, which I think has 3 bullets left. 1, 2. There's like 2 bullets left, and I got hit in the face.
Well, look who's awake. You're lucky I was here to drag your unconscious keister out of that turret. Good news is, I got the cannon fixed again.
This guy is the best. Whatever he does, he's the best. Yeah, so as I was explaining, they have like little belts, like ammo belts rotating around their ships, which are probably the weirdest and coolest designed ships I've ever seen in a while. Although it's kind of not so smart to have your ammo floating on the outside, because generally if they're explosive when they hit something, they're going to be explosive when you shoot at them. So that's what we're doing. We're giving them the generosity to show their flaws. But yeah, I sort of suck at these kinds of missions. Not because they're hard, per se. I can't focus on shooting something and shooting like the little missiles to prevent myself from dying. Because, look, I have to move the camera so slow. And I keep doing the same thing where I'm like shooting at nothing that needs to be destroyed again. Like, I've already destroyed the 2 on the back, now I have to destroy the one on the front, and I'm not going to do that. It's like, and I found out that for some reason you can't actually hit the missiles when they come straight at you. That one almost killed me. I was very upset. There we go.
Well. Looks like he's good for
You're
something
damn right I
after
am.
all. Here, take this.
Probably one of the most useless
What is
items
it?
ever, because I
It
barely use
detects
it.
underground
I
bolts.
think.
My grandfather designed it to suck up loose change on any planet in the galaxy. What a cheap old man he was. Well, see you around sometime.
So this is one of the most useful items, but I
Since you
barely
now
ever
own
use
the
it.
metal detector, a bolt icon will show up on screen whenever you are near a buried stash of bolts. When equipped, the metal detector will give you signals to indicate your proximity to the buried bolts. The detector plate will always indicate the direction to the bolts. Hold down the circle button to activate the device. As you move closer to the bolts, the rings will become redder and the beeping will become faster. Continue holding down the circle button, and once you are directly over the bolts, the metal detector will suck them out of the ground.
So like I said, it's one of the most useful items in the game, but
Did you know
I
you can
barely
place
use
any
it,
gadget or
as
weapon
far as I
on
remember
the
correctly.
pixel?
Not because
Just
I don't like the item, it's just that I have no need for the item. If that makes any sense. I know how I was complaining about, having little amounts of money, but giving me a metal detector, telling me to go collect metal instead of actually playing the game and get the metal, I don't know, it feels like a time waster, if I can call it that. I don't want to be mean and be like, oh, this is above or below me. I'm above this. Blah blah. I don't need time to go metal detecting. But it gets kind of boring if I'm supposed to go from every world every time that little icon appears. Because if you notice, I'm not getting that many bolts. Like, the video showed a very generous amount of bolts being deployed to the Ratchet from the video. Yeah, I'd really get over 1,000. Barely. Like, maybe a couple hundred. Maybe less than that. I don't know. The values for bolts in this game are really weird, and, like, usually in a game where it's like, oh, copper is the weakest, silver and then gold is the strongest, so it's the most expensive. In this game, it's sort of like, we're gonna give you money, you don't have a single say at all of what you're gonna get in value. But so now I get a little confused because I forgot what I was supposed to do. Like, I know I'm supposed to explore Ratchet on the planet Oroxian, I think that's what it's called. Oroxen. I can't pronounce space names. Yeah, I'm trying to define what I'm supposed to do while trying to figure out what I've already recorded and haven't recorded. And I think I settle on going back to planet Oroxon, the one before this. No, the Kogar refinery. Yes. Yeah, I think I just had like a complete phase because I had to cut out the entire part. What a different planet! Whoa, how'd that happen? Whoa, it's crazy! Sorry. Yeah, I sort of cut it out because I had to go back and do whatever I did last episode, that entire little train. I had to redo all of that again because apparently that gives you the coordinates to go to Hoven, which I think we're gonna have a little cutscene.
That must be the ship that will transport the bomb.
You think? Great work,
Get
detective.
wrecked. Yeah, and then I have to decide what I have recorded, because I have other videos. I've like rendered out like 20 videos that I have to upload, and I can't because I have to upload this one, and I had to re-record everything, and I had no idea where I'm supposed to start and finish. So I'm fairly sure I come over here to the right.
Double tap the R1 button to activate hover, and hold the L2 or R2 button to skip.
Yeah, so our time here has almost come to a close. 20 minutes this video is gonna be, but the actual recording session I think was like an hour, almost an hour and a half, maybe two, maybe even closer to 2 hours. Like, that's how unsure of how much I had lost. And this world, I should say, honestly the most annoying world I've played in a while. The reason for that, it's kind of hard to be able to listen to this beeping sound because I was listening to a delayed version off the Roxio capture device because I was bored and I was like recording or playing on one screen and having it record on the other, so I could hear all the beeping sound, but it was delayed for a few seconds. So before I thought it was done beeping, it had already finished, and I was like, "What? What's going on?" But next episode, you'll see me like trying parkour my way up there and hit all the buttons, and this world gets annoying with that because it has like a button fascination. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next time.